on the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Mike Prince here with you. Had a little technical challenge right now before we were able to get on, but we are alive and well. Hempstead-Bobcats opened up with the drive, and now the Boling Bulldogs will be taking over here from their own 6-yard line. So we'll get you caught up. There is no score. There's a handoff straight up the middle and met by a host of Bobcats here. It would almost look like a scrimmage game on tonight, the way these teams mirror each other color-wise, both with the emerald green. Hempstead, of course, and they're all green tonight, green helmets, green tops, and green bottoms. Meanwhile, Boling is in their green pants, emerald green pants, white tops, white helmets. Second down and 10. Quarterback under center is C. He takes it, hands it off, gives to the right side, and will be a positive gain before it's brought down. Getting things set up right here. The quarterback is Quincy Hayes. He's number 4. Hempstead coming in with a 3-2 record on the season. We do have some flags down. Bobcats with a new scoreboard taken care of by Prosperity Bank. We're at 7 minutes and 52 seconds in this first quarter. Hempstead lined up in the neutral zone, so that will give Boling 5 yards. They'll get ready to take care of things. Bobcats not able to do anything on their first possession. Apologize. We had some technical difficulties here to get on, but we are here, alive and kicking, bringing you Friday night high school football. Hayes takes it, pitches it to the right, running to the sweep right, and getting to the outside corner, still going. No one's going to catch him, going, running, and finally brought down after a huge gain off the toss sweep toward the right side, and it's going to be first down for the Bulldogs. That ball is going to be at the 30-yard line. Rogers looked like he was going to break it all the way. 56 yards on that run. It's going to be first down and 10 for the Bulldogs inside of Bobcat territory. Hayes underneath center, 2 backs in the backfield. He takes it, wants to roll. He dives straight up the middle to the fullback, and it will be a minimal gain. They're going to say maybe a yard, maybe, if that much. Sticks haven't moved as of yet. They're going to finally move the sticks. About a 2.5 yard, 3 yard gain. So we'll be second down, and we'll call it 7. First possession for the Boling Bulldogs. Hempstead, 3-2. Boling's 2-3 on the season. Hayes directing traffic. He's underneath center. Bobcats with 4 down linemen. Hayes takes the snap, tosses it to his back, going toward the left side. Got a big gaping hole, and will get down inside the 20-yard line. We're going to say close to the 15. And that's going to be enough for a Bulldog first down. Dobbins with the carry. It's going to be first down and 10 for the Bulldogs on their opening drive. They've been getting this done on the ground. Hayes now lining up in the shotgun position. Since he'll have a back behind him, it would be the pistol look. He has a fullback in front of him. Takes the snap, gives it to his handoff to the running back going toward the left side, and that is going to be a touchdown. But we look like we might have some laundry. Rogers with the run, but we do have some laundry on the field. Head official tonight is Mr. Mark Glenn. And that's going to negate anything So that holding will negate the touchdown run by Davis. And the Bulldogs will start back over again. Hayes in the pistol formation. Takes the snap, and there's a tackle in the backfield for a short loss, but there might be another infraction against the Bobcats. We're just getting on the way here in the first quarter. 5 minutes and 34 seconds remaining here in the first quarter of play. We get a little late start here with some technical challenges, but we appear to have that behind us now. Personal foul against the Bobcats. So it's going to place the ball. They're steady moving them back. There was offside and a personal foul. That was the indication. Meanwhile, it's going to take this down to the 7-yard line of the Bobcats. So we'll say 9. We stand corrected. Meanwhile, pistol formation, a handoff on the inside and burrowing down. They're going to go down toward the goal line. Another positive gain. Pick up some more positive yards. Looking impressive on this first drive, all the Bulldogs. Bulldogs going from right to left. So Rogers is number 28. I had Davis, forgive me. Well, Hayes lined up underneath center again, hands the ball off inside and getting a little progression, not much. The laundry keeps on coming out. Looks like it's going to be offsides against the Bobcats. Anything to give them half the distance to the goal. First down, goal to goal. Hayes underneath center now. Takes it. Pitches it to the right side, and Rogers cuts across. It looks like that's going to be enough for a touchdown run. Rogers takes it in from 3 yards out. And he strikes pay dirt for the Bobcats. I'm sorry, for the Bulldogs. So they'll wait for the PAT. Boling strikes first. So the PAT is good. Bobcats find themselves on the short end, trailing by the score of 7-0 with 4:08. Rogers credited with the touchdown, and the Bobcats will try to reconvene, collect themselves, and see what they can do on their second possession. You listen to Friday Night Football here on the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Mike Prince here with you, live from heavenly Hempstead, Texas. Bobcats were not able to do much on their first drive. We're not able to give you that one due to the technical challenges, but we've gotten that taken care of right now. as they'll get ready to get the kickoff from the Bulldogs, coming from left to right. Both teams with the colors of green and white. Bobcats, and they're all green from head to toe. Kick is going to be a high, short one, taken by the up back and getting, whoa, wow, that was a torpedo shot out on a block. And going to end up the Bulldogs with the football, the Bobcats with the football in pretty good position, right the 50-yard line, but they're going to spot it at the 47-yard line of the Bulldogs. So the Bobcats will come out for their second time. Pistol spread look for the Bobcats. Looking over to spread things out. Pistol look for the Bobcats. Takes the snap. There's a handoff inside, running straight downfield, gets across, close to a Bobcat first down. That was Lewis, Marvin Lewis, picks up some hefty yards. Second and short now for the Bobcats, trailing by the score of 7-0, just getting started here from Hempstead, Texas. Lewis, single back in the backfield, comes up on the side of a quarterback. They're going to hand it off to Lewis again, and Lewis will be met by a host of Bulldogs. And he will be short. It will bring up third down for the Bobcats. Just getting on the way, Bobcats trailing by the score of 7-0. Bulldogs able to take their first possession and go all the way down. So we'll call it third and maybe 2.5, 3 yards for a first down. Bobcats still in the spread, pistol look. Takes it, hands it off, and we're going to keep it. And not getting much on that. Going to bring up a fourth down situation. Gale's not able to get much. Might have lost a couple of yards. Appeal in on the tackle. So the Bobcats are going to go for it here. Fourth and short. Punches to the left. Takes it. Jet sweep. Gives the run and going to have enough, close, for the first down. The jet sweep by Wilson. That should be enough. I'm sorry, I said Lewis on the run, not Wilson, forgive me. Got a flag down, and that has been a challenge for the Bobcats here in this 2018 campaign. Both teams are changing out personnel, and that holding is going to negate the positive gain for the Bobcats. So now it's going to bring it's going to be a turnover of downs because it was fourth down. Overall offense on down. So it will be Hayes underneath center, two backs in his backfield. Takes it, tosses it, and we got another stoppage in play. I don't know what that was. Used to be back in the day, they used to have whistles in the crowd to try to throw people off. But they consider it unsportsmanlike. So they're sorting things out right now, finding out what the premature whistles were. Remind you that you're listening to Friday Night Football here from Heavenly Hempstead. Bulldogs are on the road taking on the Tomball Cougars. That game can be listened here at the open mic as well. There is a timeout on the field. Bland Buccaneers will be on the road. They're going to Cisco. Bland ranked number 9 in the nation after their win last week over Northeastern Oklahoma. So the travel shoes are on for the Bucs. The Prairie View A&M University Panthers will be hosting the Southern Jaguars tomorrow, 5 o'clock kickoff. Panthers, with this win, could just about secure their path to the SWAC championship, representing the West with a victory over Southern. All the alternative would be the Alcorn State Braves, but they're representing the East. But they got to take care of first things first. Coming back out now from the break, there's going to be a handoff inside to Davis. I'm sorry, not Davis, but to not Dave, Rogers. Rogers picks up some positive yards. So picked up 7 yards. It'll be second down and 3. Chillett was actually the official ball carrier. He wears number 33. Now pistol look for Hayes. He takes it, hands it straight off, and man, good night. Hard running downfield, shredding off tackles. And a tough run on the inside to get another Bulldog. Goes for a huge gain. So it's going to be a first down, and they're going to say the ball is right at the 34-yard line of the Bobcats. Hayes underneath center right now. 2 backs in the backfield. Takes it, tosses it to the right side. Another run, and going in and out, there's another big gain. That was a pickup of about 5 or 6 yards right there. Rogers picks up some more positive yardage. And right now, it seems like Boling has no problem at all moving the ball against the Bobcats. Second down for the Bulldogs. Hayes taking his time, gets underneath center, offset backfield. Takes it, tosses it to his right, running straight ahead. And right now, there's going to have to be some adjustment. Rogers gets close to another Bulldog first down. And that is the end of the first quarter. Boling Bulldogs 7, Hempstead 0. And Coach Hill and the gang going to have to make some adjustments real fast. And we are going to pause for the calls, and we'll be right back with more Bobcat football right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Bob Trail 7-0. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. They flip sides. Now the Bulldogs going from left to right. We got early movement from the left side. That's what happens when your offensive line is getting charged up. They feel pumped up and ready to go. And the way they fired off the ball, it was going to be another run play. So it appears, as they're discussing the matter, that we'll obviously go against the Bulldogs. It'll make it second down and 15 now. And ball will be placed at the 21-yard line now, where the Bulldogs would take over. They're already up by the score of 7-0. 3-yard touchdown run by Rogers at the 4:08 mark of the contest. Hayes now in a pistol look. Takes it, Play action. The pass is going to be hard. Wow. Ball is going to be down inside the 10-yard line. I'm going to say at the 8-yard line. Roams with the completion off the play action. First down and goal from the 8-yard line. Boling Bulldogs coming in inside the red zone. There's another handoff straight ahead, and the rugby-like pound now moving forward. That's going to be Rogers. It's a couple of yards. I'm going to say it's a 6-yard line. A lot of teams play these spread offense, and Boling is just going straight up old-fashioned smash mouth football. And I believe this might have the the Bobcats a little off balance right now. Hayes underneath center again. Takes it, hands it straight off, and there is Rogers running hard in the end zone for the 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bulldogs come in, causing havoc. So with 10:43 in this first quarter, a 6-yard TD run. The PAT is going to be attempted here in just a second. Rogers with his second touchdown run of the night. PAT good. Boling now on top by a shocked Hempstead crowd by the score of 14-0. 10 minutes and 43 seconds remaining now in the first half of play. Bulldogs of Boling on top of the Bobcats of Hempstead by the score of 14-0. Bulldogs having no problem running the ball. Rogers carrying the bulk of the load, but we've had some successful running by Corey, Chelsea, Mendoza the kick for the Bulldogs. Last kick was a high, short kick to respect the speed of the Bobcats. And there's a high, that ball is going to be returned. And a short kick, which is going to give the Bobcats great playing field. London with the return, so Phosphorfield on the tackle. And it will be first down and 10 for the Bobcats right at midfield. Now Gales back in the spread look, takes it, and he wants to keep it, and he's going to be met by a host of Bulldogs. Somehow he managed to get a yard out of that. Wow. To be young again. Gale will be credited for a yard on that game. Possible on the tackle. The more you say it, the easier it becomes. That's the beauty about doing what you do. You come across unique names. I remember when I first came to Texas, and I looked at it as Richard. They said, no, it's not Richard, it's Rashad. You're close to Louisiana. So you learn as you go. After 30 years, you figure you can get it wrong every now and then. Gale's ready to go back to work, pistol formation, spread, look. And back now comes to his right, and we got another motion movement. And Bobcats are their own worst enemy right now. Penalties has been the theme for the Bobcats this entire season. Right now, it appears that they're in some type of daze or funk right now. Bobcats normally quick starts, but the Bulldogs have somewhat negated that here early in this first half of play. Bulldogs on top 14-0. Gale's ready to come back. Takes it. He wants to pass it. As a pass complete and incomplete. That ball, Nava should have had that one. But if he had to do it all over again, he'd have caught it. He's going to bring up second down and 15. Bobcats going from right to left, trailing by the score of 14-0. Two short runs by Rogers for the Bulldogs to have them out with this early lead. One scored at the 4:08 mark, the other at the 10:43 mark. There's a snap. And forgive me, that was third down. I missed that one. And pass was incomplete, so that's going to bring out the kicking unit for the Bobcats here in this first half of play. The Bobcats trying to shake the haze off with 9:24 here in the first half of play, trailing 14-0. Off will be back deep. The snap was a bit high, but retrieved, and the kick, good kick, awesome kick, too awesome, goes out in the end zone. So the Bulldogs will take over with a new set of downs. I said out the end zone, but out of bounds, forgive me. Ball is going to be at the 21-yard line. So Hayes and company will come back out, already up by the score of 14-0. Pistol look now for Hayes. He sets, hands it off straight ahead, and that time met a stingy wall of Bobcats. Stop any type of forward progress. Rogers. Rogers definitely is the workhorse for these Bulldogs. I'll bring up second down. Second, and we will say heat. Underneath center now is Hayes. Takes it, pitches it back to Davis. Davis cuts back across, and he's going to meet another wall of Bobcats, and he actually loses some yards on that one. So they are sorting things out. This is a very unusual look in today's modern football. These guys actually huddle and line up underneath center. Now the Bulldogs ready to go back to work. Hayes takes the snap. A quick toss to his right. And the ball is loose. It's picked up. And it's going to be handled by the Bobcats. That's what the doctor ordered. First and 10 for the Bobcats off the turnover. Bobcats will get a chance now to cut this lead in half. They're quickly back on the field, ready to go to work. A semi-huddle for the Bobcats. It's Gale's checking back toward the near sideline. He'll checking things out. Now he's ready to make his adjustments. Fred look for the Bobcats. Takes it, and it's going to be a read option. Gives it inside, and that's Lewis. Lewis. Did Lewis turn it over? Did he fumble? Oh, my goodness. Man, you give it and take it away. Oh, that looked like my paycheck after taxes and my wife. I'm with nothing. Turnover downs. Bobcats, if anybody's been married hearing this, you know exactly what I mean. Now there's going to be another rollout and going to be a misread there by Hayes. And that's one thing the run does. It sets up the play action and had the Bobcats all sucked in. And that was just a misread that time by Hayes. Second down and 10. Ball is at the 12-yard line or 11-yard line of the Bobcats, of the Bulldogs. Now I'm getting my Bulldogs and Bobcats mixed up. Hayes, underneath center right now, split backfield. Takes it, a misdirection, and there's going to be a keeper that time. That was a nice misdirection counter move by the Bulldogs on that. Hayes spun and got only a couple, but it was a well-designed looking or good-looking play. Third down, we'll call it 9. Bobcats trail by the score of 14-0. We're in the second quarter play. And it looks like we're going to have a timeout on the field. Boling takes a timeout on the field. They're enjoying a 14-0 lead. We have 6 minutes and 45 seconds before half. You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network, Friday Night Football in heavenly Hempstead, Texas. Mike Prince here with you. Bulldogs from Waller or in Tomball taking on the Cougars in a district play. Bulldogs come in struggling tonight. They're 1-4. Hempstead comes in 3-2 tonight. Royal came in at 2-3 on tonight. And the Rose Hill Christian Eagles were 4-1 on the season. So the timeout on the field. The Panthers getting ready for action on tomorrow night. The Prairie View A&M University Panthers will be taking on the Southern Jaguars in a battle of the West within the Southwestern Athletic Conference. A long timeout. This is almost like a TV timeout. They're ready to go back to work now. Hayes Pistol look. Takes it another quick pass, and Hayes not able to make that connection. I'm sorry, to Robinson for the first.
First down.
1st and 10, a quick hit. Ready to go right back to work. Bobcats now looking like they're going to be pressing on the receivers. There's another run inside. Not much to talk about on that one. Second down, the ball is at the 22.5, 23-yard line of the Boling Bulldogs, up by the score of 14-0. Hayes takes the snap. Another quick pass over to the far side and got some room on the sideline and picks up some positive yardage. Very methodical is this Bulldog offensive unit. Possible. Possible going both ways. Most of these young men go both ways on this 2A range, 3A range. Heck, even some 4 and 5As are going both ways. On stairs on the sideline now for Hayes and company. Takes the snap. Hands it off, running straight downfield. And that's what passing now. It seems like the Bobcats are on their heels defensively.
Number 28, Rogers with their first down.
5 minutes and 33 seconds remaining in this first half of play. Bulldogs of Boling on top, 14-0. Now that it's eating up clock, looking over to the far side, getting instructions. Adjusts his lines and his backs. Takes a snap. Another quick pass to the near side, and that's another completed pass. And Manning with the reception and moving the sticks again. He picks up about 5 or 6 on that play. Controlled passing, hard downfield running has the Bulldogs with a 14-0 lead. First half of play here in Hempstead, Texas. District play on tonight. Bobcats coming off a bye week. There's going to be a keeper and still running. Wow, carrying guys across midfield. And that's going to be at the 45-yard line of the Bobcats. 1st and 10. Bobcats on their heels right now, just in their all green. All green for the Bobcats. Boling with the green pants, white tops, white helmets. There's a handoff to Davis. Davis breaks through and still running hard down close to the 30-yard line. That'll be enough for another Bulldog first down. And I keep wanting to call Rogers Davis. And I should call him Mr. Rogers in the neighborhood because he is having his way today in Hempstead. Not so beautiful day in the neighborhood. First down and 10 for Boling. Takes a snap, does. Hayes, he rolls to his left. Still has time. Now he's going to be flushed out, and he's still showing athleticism. You should have threw that away when you had the chance, sir. That's what happens when you have athleticism in you. You try to make something out of nothing. And he lost a big heaping of yards. There is a flag down. Flag down. They're discussing the matter now. Mr. Mark is ready to let us know what the infraction is. He says one more again. And who did what? You sure it was that one? He said, I'm positive, Pops. They were really having a meeting. Maybe they're discussing where they're going for dinner after this. Now comes and gives us the indication of, picking up the flag. There was no flag. What you saw, you didn't see. I wish they'd have done that for my Steelers in week 1.
Second and long.
Second and extra long now as Hayes will take it, hands it back off to Rogers. Rogers gets most of that back with another downhill run. Ball is going to be placed right at the 35-yard line of the Bobcats. Boling on top by the score 14-0. Third, we'll call it 16. There's another quick pass, and running all the way back across and finally got hit. Caught that. That was like a bubble screen. And Manning trying to cut back across. Instead of going north and south, went east and west. Gave the Bobcats enough time to catch up with them. And with 2 minutes and 4 seconds remaining in the first half, it's fourth down now for the Boling Bulldogs. Ball is going to be, I'm trying to see how they want to do this here. Boling is over toward the sideline, talking things over. Meanwhile, ball's at the 35. Now there's going to be a timeout taken by Bowler. 1:27 remaining in the first half of play. Bulldogs on top 14-0. And they're definitely going to have to do some adjusting, or the Bobcats of Hempstead. They have not had an answer for the Bobcats. Well, they had not had an answer for the Bulldogs. I get so confused because when I'm calling Bobcats, I try not to make sure I'm calling Bulldogs, but I'm calling Bulldogs and Bobcats tonight. And they have the same color uniforms. You figure that one out. So Boling coming out of the timeout right now. Offensive unit will remain on the field. 1:27 remaining. Hayes underneath center. Takes it, pitches it. Fake the pitch. Whoa. He faked everybody out. And what do you know? Wow. The misdirection is working perfection tonight, ladies and gentlemen. As faking everybody. Bobcats will take over off the second turnover of the night. You thought Hayes would have ran that one for the first and faked everybody out, at least faked me out. But he rolled to his left and threw with his right, so he was throwing across his body. Nonetheless, Bobcats take over 1st down and 10 from their own 35-yard line. Gales making the adjustments, takes it. A backward pass, now another forward pass, a little trick, a drill. Oh! Went to work and didn't get paid. That was a little razzle-dazzle for the Bobcats, a backward pass. Tried to hit Wilson and didn't work out. So with 1:01 remaining, I mean 2nd and 10 from the 35. Man, that's the one you wanted to work. You can best believe you won't get a chance to pull that one off again. The Bobcats come, ready to go to work. Gales gets to formation. Takes the snap. A quick pass to the near side. Oh, shaking loose defenders. Still on his feet. And finally, out of bounds. Wow. Showed some great awareness. Wilson. Chile forces the play out of bounds. That ball will be at the 40-yard line of the Bulldogs. First down, Gales trying to work. Under a minute remaining in the first half, trailing 14-0. Takes the pass. Wants to pass. And that ball is complete. And that's a touchdown. Thomas, 640-yard pass from Gales to Thomas, and the Bobcats are a point out the way from cutting the lead in half. Hempstead finally getting on the board.
For 11 with 20 after Compion with 20 after attempt is good. With seconds left and a half, your score. Boling Bulldogs 14, hempstead-bobcats 7.
So the Bobcats get on with the big completion. And that will go to Thomas. We got ourselves a ball game now. Bobcats really scratching their heads right about now with the way everything was going. 46 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll get ready to kick this one off. Hopefully they can stop the Bulldogs from doing any further damage. The INT helped set this up, the second turnover of the night against the Bulldogs. One against the Bobcats. Gave right back and forth to one another. Now ready for the Bobcats to kick this one off. Here in this first half of play. Kick is retrieved, but it's going to be down, touchback. Full-time exchange. Still 46 seconds remaining. Sorting things out right now.
Boling will take over. First and 10 at the start line.
Boling will not allow them to kick it back, so they'll take over 1st and 10 from their own 30. I said a touchback, but out of bounds. But I should have said. So Hayes, still underneath center, takes it, gives it to Davis. Davis cuts back, run across, and he will pick up some more positive yards. He picks up 6 yards. Rogers will keep it going. And it seems like that Boling is going to be content with this 7-point lead going into halftime. Takes it. There's another toss. Rogers running straight downfield. He'll get enough for a first down. And that might be enough. They'll stop the clock momentarily to move the chain. And we will probably see one more play. Hayes still underneath center. Takes it, toss it off to Rogers. Rogers to the left side. Their clock blows off. And Rogers still running and will finally be out of bounds in what has been a very impressive half for the Bulldogs and their running game. Rogers with 2 touchdowns. And at half, the Boling Bulldogs 14, Bobcats 7. We'll pause for the calls, and we'll come back with the second half of play from Hempstead, Texas, right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Bulldogs of Boling on top of the Bobcats by the score of 14-7. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get ready to start our second half. The Bobcats trailing by the score of 14-7. They're kicking off, starting from left to right, or the Bulldogs, and they're taking it running straight back up the gut, and will be down at the, 24-yard line. Turn it to the 24-yard line. Dobbins on that return. So the Bulldogs will be going from left to right, up by the score of 14-7. Productive night so far for Rogers, running back for the Bulldogs. Hayes in the pistol formation, should I say underneath center. Is Hayes. Hayes takes it, hands it off toward the left side, and will be very minimal gain to start this second half off as we get things set up here from Hempstead, Texas. Mike Prince here with you. We had a scoring update while the Bulldogs were trailing by the score of 27-8 going into the halftime. There's an injured ball player on the field right now. Our high school coverage includes that, of course, of the Hempstead Bobcats, the Waller Bulldogs, Royal Falcons, the Rose Hill Christian Eagles. We take care of the Glen Buccaneers and Prairie View Athletics as a whole. Serving the community through faith and athletics since 2002. Getting things done right now. So they are tending to the injured ball player. Mark Glenn is the head official for tonight, and he has been a busy camper throughout this contest. And the Bobcats were able to score with 46 seconds remaining in the first half with a big 40-yard pass completion from Gales to Thomas. And that, with the PAT, brought the Bobcats within striking distance. There was a 6-yard TD run by Rogers with 10:43 in the first half of play, and an 8-yard or 3-yard run by Rogers. And that's how the Bulldogs have got their scoring done. 3 touchdowns on the night so far. You're going to need at least one more touchdown to tie it on the Bobcat side, and a field goal, safety, or even another touchdown to secure their 4th win on the season. It appears that Mr. Glenn ready to let these guys go at it again. We shall continue. Hayes underneath center. And then we've got to stop it to play, and there's another hanky. So, false start against Boling. It's going to push Boling back 5 yards. Be second down and 15. Pushes the Bulldogs back a little deeper in their territory on 15, 14-yard line. Hayes underneath center, 2 backs in the backfield, takes it, hands it off to Davis. Davis breaking through, and Davis is running. Will anybody catch him? No, they will not. Unbelievable run of Davis. No flags on the play. Wow. Rogers, Rogers, I'm looking. There is a flag. I didn't want to get too animated here. Wow. All that work for naught. Rogers broke clean through for what would have been an 86-yard touchdown run, but it is coming back due to the false start. And you can hear the frustration from the coaches booth next door. This is family programming, so we will not repeat what they just said. Wow. Unbelievable run by Devin Rogers. Wow. Devin Rogers has definitely had a huge night. They're giving a little giveaway right now. Devin Rogers has had a night for the Bulldogs. So there was a pass completed to Rones. 3rd and long for the Bobcats. I'm sorry, for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs on top by the score of 14-7. Just had an 86-yard TD run wiped out at the Bulldogs. Hayes takes it, gives it back to Davis. Davis, Rogers again running through. And he might have gotten enough for a first down. Rogers gets up to the 42-yard line. They're going to say the 43 now. And going to be short, 4th down and short. Maybe 2 yards. They're lined up. Will they punt it? But Hayes underneath center. Whoa! Bobcats were more than offsides. That was a trespassing violation right there. Wow. You could have picked your poison on that one. It was all of them trying to anticipate the 4th and short. But the 5 yards is going to create a first down for the Bobcats to defend these Bulldogs. So now ready to go. Hayes underneath center. Bobcats showing bliss and running through again. And that was going to be another first down for the Bulldogs. Ball is now at the 40-yard line. There's another handoff going straight downfield, or downhill, I should say, was Rogers. Evan Rogers.
Number 77, Bush.
Wyatt Bush credited for the tackle. Ball's at the 45-yard line now of the Bobcats. First down and 10 for the Bulldogs. Hayes remains underneath center, squats down, takes it, hands it straight off again, and there's another positive gain. They have averaging at least 5 to 6 yards a run. They're almost forcing the wheel right now. Chillick, number 33, on the run. And the Bulldogs coming right again, eating up clock and eating up yardage, all in one motion. Takes it another misdirection. It's going to be a handoff inside, and that's going to be close to another Bulldog first down. This is the third quarter of action. 14-7 is our score. 6 minutes, 48 seconds remaining. Another short situation. Bulldogs going to try to hold them off, and going to be enough to move these chains again for the Bulldogs. First and 10 for the Boling Bulldogs. Ball is right outside the red zone, or right inside, however you want to look at it. They're just being methodical right now. Close to 5 minutes remaining in the third quarter. 14-7 is the score. Hayes takes it. Rolls out, and he's hit as he throws the ball. Wow. That ball was almost completed. I'm not understanding why they would have this kid roll out to his left and throw, and he's a right-handed thrower. He has to throw against his body. Another flag is down. And it's going to go against the Bulldogs. The Bobcats, pass interference. That is going to move the sticks yet again. First down and goal. They're going to be right at the 9-yard line.
$50 gift card for the program.
Ball's at the 9-yard line. First and goal to go. Hayes underneath center. Bulldogs trying to show some penetration. Hands it off inside. And that was a hard hit. In fact, ball looked like a helmet might have come loose. Devon Rogers, or Devin Rogers. Come in and be second and goal to go. Hayes underneath center again. Takes it. And we got another stoppage in play. Mr. Glenn is going to probably get whiplash by tonight. He has now signaled false start against the Bulldogs, and that will push them outside the 10-yard line to the 12 to be exact. Second down all over again. Still second and goal. They cannot get a first down. 14-7 is our score. No one has yet to score in this second half of play. Boling hands it off inside again. Another deep run cutting back across field, and that's going to be a touchdown. No flag, as that's a 12-yard touchdown run for Mr. Rogers. Doggins, I'm sorry.
Touchdown, Boling. 5 minutes, third quarter. Boling Bulldogs 20, Bobcats 7.
12-yard run. Dobbins with that run, and with 5:06, I should say. 21-7 is our score. Bobcats do not have an answer for Boling tonight. They have ran at will. 21-7 is our score. We are 5 minutes deep into this third quarter. And if I'm not mistaken, that was a total of almost 7 minutes. 5 minutes and 54 seconds did they hold the ball in that third quarter. Huge, long drive for Boling. So the Bobcats will try to see if they can counter this run-control offense. Mendoza will be kicking from left to right. And then ready to get the kick. London. There's a high, short kick. And it's going to go out. It's almost like they'd be better off squib kicking. So the Bobcats will take over at the 35, where they're still marking it, 40-yard line. Well, no, 37. So Gales, shotgun spread look, takes the snap, hands it off, inside running, nice run, shut it off defenders, down the sideline. No one's going to catch him. Got him at the last second, down inside the 10. Huge run by Marvin Lewis. Ran, power run on the left side. Manning with the saving touchdown. They are going to place this ball, it appears, first and goal at the 6. Ready to go again. Another inside run, and that is in for the touchdown. Bobcats answer quick as Lewis is able to finish what he started. So Lewis with the 6-yard run, and the Bobcats answer the call. Waiting now for the PAT. So it is now 21-14, 4 minutes and 45 seconds remaining in quarter number 3. And if you're going to get it, you might as well get it fast. That was an impressive drive for the Bobcats. They get 2 plays and cover a span of 58 yards. So score now 21-14. Bobcats trail at the time. So the Bobcats got to try to find a way now to stop this Bulldog offense. Bobcats ready to kick off, going from right to left. And Dade with the approach, the kick. And this ball will be retrieved and running straight up the gut. Still running. There's a pile up. And they're stopping the clock, and it looks like they're going to spot at the 42-yard line on the return. And that is where the Bulldogs will take over. First down and 10 for the Boling Bulldogs, leading by the score of 21-14. The Bobcats are going to have to find a way to stop this run attack of the Bulldogs. Right now, 4 on the down line for the Bobcats. They're playing tight with the linebackers. There's an inside run handoff, and that's the penetration that you need if you're the Bobcat. Stop, and it might be a loss of a yard. Gonna make it now. Second down and 10 now. Hayes underneath center. Takes the snap. Wants to hand it off again and gets up to about a 3-yard gain, and they're going to stop the progress. It's going to bring up a third down situation for the Bulldogs.
Rogers on the carry, brought down by number 9, Robinson.
So it should be third, and we'll call it 6-7 yards for the Bulldogs to get a first down. 3 minutes and 26 remain in this third quarter. And you got to imagine it might be 4-down territory for the Bulldogs. They've been running effectively. Now with 2 receivers, one coming in motion toward the left, underneath center. Takes it, rolls out, wants to throw. And that pass is going to be hauled in for another Bulldog first down. When wouldn't you know it, there's another flag down. All right. Going to go against Boling. Illegal shift on the Bulldogs, and that's going to negate the first down reception. It's going to set it back. And they're counting off some more. Okay, they went back to the original line of scrimmage and set it back. So the ball is going to be spotted now at the 39-yard line. Third down. Can the Bobcats hold off the Bulldogs? This will really be a critical third, and we're going to call it 16 for the Bulldogs. Hayes now in the pistol formation. He takes the snap, throws it towards right. Caught in motion and running down the sideline. And wouldn't you know it, it's past the first down marker They needed 16, and Chillett picked up 22. Not a strong night for the Bobcats defensively. First down and 10. Ball is spotted at the 45-yard line of the Bobcats. Hayes back underneath center, eating up clock with a 21-14 lead. Inside handoff, running straight downhill, breaking off tackles. Gets across close to the 30, 40, I should say. Rogers picks up another 5 to 6 on that. Bobcat Nation willing the defense to do something to stop this impressive run game tonight by Boling Bulldogs. Takes it another run, this time kicking toward the outside. And going to be another positive run. More importantly now, as we have 1 minute and 49 ticks remaining in the third quarter, they're going to have to do something different to make the adjustment. Ball just at the 29-yard line of the Bobcats. Clock will resume underneath center. Another handoff, running downhill again. Whoa, did the ball come loose? But it's going to be handled and recovered by the Bulldogs. Second down. Bulldogs with an impressive run game on the night. Hayes back underneath center. Takes it. He wants to pass. He's got time. Rolls to his right. And overthrew his receiver. Postlick. Postlick was the intended receiver. Third down now. And you would have to imagine that with the Boling Bulldogs run attack, all of this is considered four-down territory. Pistol formation for Hayes. He takes a snap. Play action. Rolling to his right. Throws. And that ball was incomplete. Had to wait for a second. It looked like he may have held on, but not able to pull it in. It's going to be fourth down. Ball is right at the 24-yard line. Fourth down. Hayes now in the pistol look. Takes the snap. Play action. Rolls to his left. Throws to his left. And it's going to be wow. He caught that ball? Wow. First down. On fourth down, Bobcats could not get off the field. So that's going to be a first down for the Bulldogs. We got a timeout Well, not a timeout, but the clock has expired. We're headed to the final chapter. Boling Bulldogs on top by the score of 21-14. Bulldogs having their way with the Bobcats. We'll pause momentarily and we'll be right back with the start of the fourth quarter. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. As we start this fourth quarter play, Bulldogs threatening to score again. They have a new set of downs off the fourth down. There's going to be a run down on the inside the 10-yard line, as they're just taking it straight to the Bobcats right now. Rogers, again, Rogers broke for an 86-yard touchdown run that was negated due to an infraction. But Robbins got a 12-yard touchdown run. Bobcats lined up in the neutral zone, so that's offside. And it's all going downhill. The ball will be placed right at the 8-yard line of Hempstead. Boling's lined up at the line now, breaking out of the huddle. Hayes deep underneath center. Parts out the signals. And he hands it off and running toward the outside corner. And down inside the 5, Rogers. Be down at the 5-4, depending on how you want to look at it. Second down. So the Bulldogs line right back up. Takes it. Turn around, handoff straight, dive play. Back in my day, we used to call that the 1 hole or the 2 holes on the right. Everything on the right was 2, 4, 6. Chilling gets no gain on that one. Look for some type of play action now if you're the Bobcats. Play action rollout. And there's a give and scooting toward the outside and cutting back in. Get closer toward the goal line. Looked like was Davis. Rogers. Been calling Mr. Rogers Davis all day long. Devin Rogers. 4th and goal now. Bobcats trailing 21-14 here in the fourth quarter play. Looks like Boling going to keep their offensive unit out there. 10 minutes remaining. Now we got a timeout on the field. Boling want to talk about it. And talk about it they will as they get ready to sort things out here with 10 minutes and 8 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. The Bobcats trail by the score of 21-14. They have got to find a way to stop this runaway train, also known as the Boling Bulldogs offense. Those that have just joined us, the scoring was quick and often by Boling. Got 2 quick touchdowns by Rogers, 1 of 3 and the other 6 in the first and second quarter play. And then Hempstead got back in the thick of things with a 40-yard pass to Thomas as they get ready to break this out. And after Thomas scored, Boling got another 12-yard touchdown run. And then a 6-yard run. And as I was recapping that, we had us a play And on that, flags on the play, that was 4th down. And if it was going against Boling, Hempstead taking advantage of the stoppage, they just called a timeout. Thank you very much, Mr. Official in the booth. Get that man a Pepsi. I almost said something else. 4th down. So the play did not happen. It was timeout called before the play was taken off. So Boling was charged with the timeout. Hempstead took the timeout before Boling got it off. There we go. Now we're cooking with Crisco. So now they're ready to get back in. Tight now. And there's another offsides and calls it. That's going to get a 1st down for the Bulldogs. Trying to match the cadence call. And it's okay to jump in the neutral zone, but they created contact, and that's where the no-no goes.
Outside against the Bobcats.
First down for the Bulldogs, and that is what you did not need. Understand, trying to anticipate the cadence call and jumped off sides, creating the contact. And now here come the Bulldogs firing to the huddle now. Hayes underneath center, takes it, tosses it to the right. Oh, he faked me an inside handoff, and there is a 5-yard touchdown run. Rogers with his 3rd touchdown on the night. Five-yard run. Rogers has been a one-man wrecking crew. Touchdown of 5 yards, 6 yards, 3 yards. The PAT is up. And good. Score now 28-14, Boling on top of the Bobcats with 10 minutes and 2 seconds remaining in the 4th quarter. Bulldogs have not had an antidote for Devon or Devin. We'll say Devin Rogers. 3 touchdowns, forgive me. Wow. Rogers makes it 28-14. Bobcats got to find a way. We're ready to receive this kick. For the most part, the kicks have been short, high short kicks. Mendoza has about a 2-yard approach to the ball before he kicks it, and he just kind of pooches it, and is picked up by one of the upbacks, breaking through and getting close to midfield. 45-yard line of the Bobcats is where they'll take over 1st and 10. Once they get the dust settled and get the official spot, we give you that. we're going to say the 47-yard line now. Oh, my. We all missed that one, I guess. The fumble. I did not. And it is now 1st and 10 Boling. Second turnover for the Bobcats on the night. 2 for Boling, 2 for the Bobcats. And this is a costly one, down 28-14. Hayes takes it, tosses it to the left, got a running lane, kicking toward the outside. Hill hits the corner and steps out of bounds after picking up some huge yardage. Was Mr. Rogers. That will be another first. Ball is going to be placed right at the 36-yard line of the Bobcats right now. There's another handoff inside and just grinding yardage, not wanting to go down. And that's another Bulldog first down. That ball gets inside the 30-yard line to about the 27. Rogers running with pure determination right now. Ready to go to work is Hayes. He's underneath center. Takes it, tosses it to his left, cutting in and out, and picking up more positive yards. And this game has been determined strictly by the trenches. Chillick, another positive run. Now, when you read the paper on Saturday and Sunday, and you see all these yards rushing, and you think it was Rogers and Chillick doing it by themselves, but those guys up front have done a bumper job for the Bulldogs tonight. Hayes, they got will sit up, and we had another flag down. And from the looks of everything, going to be a false start against the Bulldogs. 1st and 15, but more importantly, it's the clock now. 8:38 with 28-14 lead to the Bulldogs have. Hayes, no rush at all. He takes it. And he's going to keep it himself on the quarterback draw, read option deal.
Down by number 7, Gale.
So they're just running that wheel right now. Ball is at the 22-yard line. Hayes underneath center. Takes it. And a pitch back toward the right. And no room as the Bobcats swarm on the runner that time. You can imagine, we got an injured player on the field. So I say you can imagine right now that there's no way on God's beautiful planet that they will throw this ball for the rest of the game. 7:22 remaining. 28-14 is the score. And I can honestly say, as long as I've been covering the Bobcats, this is probably one of the strongest performances that I've seen anybody put on these guys. This has been pure power ball by Boling all night long. That was one of those, Mr. Bettis will probably appreciate this. This was one of those games where they should have had a V8. Rogers and Chillick have just begun their work. Rogers is a junior. Chillick is a sophomore. Rogers has accounted for 4 of the touchdowns on tonight. Let me make sure. 1, 2, 3 of the touchdowns for the Bulldogs on the night, as they're still tending to the would-be injured ball player here. I want to remind you that the Mike Prince Show comes to you daily here on the Open Mic Broadcast Network. We cover all local, regional, high school, and collegiate sports. As a matter of fact, the Boling Buccaneers will be at Cisco tomorrow, 3 p.m. kickoff time for that, as they'll take on the Wranglers. They jumped up 2 scales in the rankings. They went from 11 to 9 with their 56-28 win over the number 8 ranked not New England, but Northeastern Oklahoma Norsemen last week. Prairie View A&M University will be hosting the Southern Jaguars. That kickoffs tomorrow at 5 p.m. at Prairie View. Panthers, with a win over Southern, could just about solidify the Western title for the 2018 campaign. I say just about because they still have a few games left. But with the way they've been playing, injured ball players being escorted off. And looking at the body language, it's been a long night. So, walking off on his own power, that is always a good thing. We'll get ready to resume play here. 7:22 remaining. 3rd down, 9 for the Bulldogs. Hayes is in the shotgun. No, I'm sorry, underneath the center. Takes it, hands it straight off the middle. Oh, a nice stop that time by the Bobcats. Doggins not able to get anywhere. So it's going to bring up 4th down. I love hearing the coaches boost. 4th down for the Bulldogs, up 28-14. Hayes underneath center, takes it. He wants to roll out. He's rolling, eating up time. He's going to be tired. No? Somebody's going to have to get one of those coaches over there. What is it? A downer. Wow. Well, it'll be a turnover of downs as the Bobcats will take over with 6:17 remaining, down by 2 touchdowns in their own territory. Gales is going to have to work some magic. Takes it, hands it off, and fighting back to the line of scrimmage. Right at the 21-yard line. Lewis So the Bobcats are not moving with any sense of urgency right now. Gale's in the shotgun position. Takes the snap. And that might have been a false start. And throwing it deep. And it's no incomplete. Wilson not able to catch it. Third down for the Bobcats. Trailing 28-14. See how Bobcats work out on this one here. Gale's back deep, takes it, looks, throws it, and it's fourth down. So the kicking unit will come back out. That was a quick 3 and out. 5:33 remaining. McDay ready to punt, takes it, kicks it, and that ball will roll out of bounds. Trying to get some things adjusted here. Going to be first down for Boling right at the 48-yard line of the Bobcats. There's another run toward the left. And they're going to see plenty of that for the rest of this game. Chillick runs, and we're just about under 5 minutes remaining. 28-14 is our score. Ball's at the 45-yard line of the Bobcats. So, coming, Hayes takes it, read option, flips it, and it's going to be another positive gain down close to the 40. Rogers on the run. Official stats on tonight as far as yardage, but I can guarantee you it's well over 150, if not close to 200 yards rushing alone tonight. Hayes takes the snap. And not much going there. They're actually going to lose a couple yards as Chelsea not able to get much. Chillick. I'm butchering the kid's name. I called him Chelsea. It's Chillick. Right now, it's all academic for Boling. They're just eating up as much clock as possible. 3 minutes and 16 seconds remaining. 14-point lead. They are in no hurry. They let the clock milk down. They'll take a timeout to get things situated here. Boling takes the timeout, having their way right now with 3 minutes exactly remaining in the contest. It'll be 4th down, 6 yards to go. 28-14 is our score. Two timeouts remaining for the Bobcats. One timeout remaining for the Bulldogs. So they'll break out from the timeout, the 4th and 6. Boling now ready to come. And continue. Try to eat up some clock. If they can get something on this 4th and 6, Hayes underneath center takes it. And nowhere to go. Gets a little thrust. Not much.
Brought down by number 9.
So you still got some hope. The thing about the Bobcats, they are a speedy team. They can strike fast, but they're going to have to get the engine started. Have 2 timeouts. Just under 3 minutes remaining. And they're going to have to make it happen now. Gale's coming out. Spread look. Takes it. Throws it quick. And incomplete. In the direction of Wilson. I'm sorry, not Wilson. Yeah. Of London. It'll be 2nd down and 10. The lights went out in Hempstead. Gales takes the snap, rolls, and gets that one completed. He was tackled as he threw it, and that was Wilson.
Brought down by number 33, Schiller.
Ball is at the 47-yard line now of Boling. Taking it, rolling, throwing to his left. And that pass is going to be complete for a very minimal gain. Right now they have to work with a sense of urgency. 2 minutes and 19 seconds remaining. Bobcats got to make something happen quick, fast, and in a hurry. They're huddling up. They need to be moving. All at the 40-yard line. Gales takes it, throws to his right. And going to be another incomplete pass. Second down and third down. Gales, red look again. Looking, gets the snap. Pressure coming in. And that ball's dumped off and running to the house. Can he make it? Touchdown, Bobcats. Lewis takes that, allow the defense to come in, and Lewis will take that and scoop for 47 yards. Lewis credited with the touchdown. The PAT is no good. PAT is no good, so it's now 28-20. 2 timeouts remain for the Bobcats, and everybody in Waller County know what's next. The onside kick attempt. So the Bobcats are going to do this onside attempt. 1:45 remaining. Now, what's important to remember, if the Bobcats can pull off the onside, they'd have to score and get the 2-point conversion just to tie it. I've seen stranger things. Hand's team is out for Boling. And, boy, I can tell you, if nothing else happens tonight, you're going to hear some pads clacking in this next play. Bobcats onside attempt. Man, they just kind of rushed out. They just turned around. It looked like they were going to talk about it, and they just did a mad rush to the right. And it looks like Boling is going to maintain possession. So what's going to happen now, a first down would just about seal this for Boling. See if the Bobcats can hold fast. There's a counter run, and there is going to be a positive gain. That was Chillick or Doggins. They're going to give about a 3-yard gain. Hempstead burns their second timeout. Bobcats over strategizing. It is crunch time now, trailing 28-20. 1 minute and 39 seconds remain in the final quarter. Bobcats just got a huge screen play, if you would, by Lewis to bring them within 8. But in all fairness, and not beating up on the kids from Hempstead, this has been a controlled ball game from Boling from beginning to end. Going to be second down now. Hayes underneath center. Take it. Hand it off. And it's going to be another gain close to the yard. Picks up another couple yards. So it's going to be 3rd down and 5. Another timeout to be burned up by Coach Hill. Boling taking their time. It's only 1 timeout remaining. Clock steady running. Hayes comes underneath center. Bobcats got to maintain distance. Don't jump off sides. Good penetration. And there's a stoppage. And, of course, that will be the final timeout with 46 seconds remaining. So the 4th down. And Hempstead calls their final timeout. So it's going to be 4th down and about 1.5 yards. And if you're Boling, just line your offense up and go for it. If you're Hempstead, you got to have the stop just to give yourself a fighter's chance. So if you're Coach Hill right now, you're telling your guys, I need you intense, but keep the discipline. You can imagine that they're going to call for the hard count to try to draw them off sides. And don't be surprised if they would take a delay of game if they can't get them to draw off sides and try to pooch kick them down deep in the end zone. So Boling going over the last-minute instructions. They're coming. Or somebody needs some therapy in that booth over there. Now here we go. 4th down. Bobcats pointing that they flinched, and there's going to be a quarterback keeper. And is it going to be enough? No. The stoppage of play gives the Bulldogs a fighting chance with 44 seconds remaining. Oh, my. How do you draw them up like this? Here we go. This is what Friday Night Football is all about. Wide receivers going, and here we go. Oh, not able to connect on that one. 2nd down and 10. You got 3 receivers lined up far right on the short side of the field, or near us by the booth. They're not even in the huddle. They're just like, we're running for the end zone. We're running post patterns, fly patterns. So now you need some protection. Lines tight, the snap. And running back up in is going to be a keeper by Gales. Did he fumble? Oh, my. Oh, my. Gales couldn't hold on to it, and that is going to do it. All Boling will have to do right now is just take a knee and call it the night. They'll end up with a 28-20 victory over the Bobcats. Wow. Had a chance at the end, but couldn't quite pull it out. And that is going to take care of this contest with that kneel down. That will solidify this for the Boling Bulldogs. Boling 28, Hempstead 20, and that is going to be a wrap here from Hempstead, Texas. Bobcats will fall to now 3-3 as they lose to the Bulldogs by the score of 28-20. It was all Bulldogs. The running combination of Devon Rogers and Kobe Chelik for the Bulldogs, and they get a combination duo package to win by the score of 28-20. That's going to take care of our broadcast here from Hempstead, Texas. Bobcats falling short on tonight. As always, we thank you all for joining us. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Be blessed. We'll see you on the other side. Our final score, Bobcats lose to the Bulldogs of Boling 28-20. Good night.